Do you want to make a 3D animation but can't really be bothered spending hours learning how to make one? Well, this is the easiest way to make one, and it requires 0 skill. First, get these programs. So you're going to go to this epic website called the Model Resource. And from here, we are going to pick out our just find some characters that you want to use. It's mainly from game models, but you can find like things like Shrek and stuff like that. Like, here we go. Beautiful. We want this. We're gonna use this. It looks Chinese. Yeah, it does. Let's go. Why does that look so scary? Why do they all look so creepy? Sure, Shrek from PC. What's a popular thing at the moment? I found Batman. Something's in my ass. Let's do Batman. We'll do this one. Dark Knight. Sure. Wow, there's a lot of JoJo characters. Okay. Can I find a good map? Or something cool? Like, well, what is this? A wacky house? Oh. I don't know what this is. Okay, this will be good. I like the look of this one. We'll do the Kirby stage from Smash Bros. Now that we have our characters, we are going to use this website by Adobe called Miximo, and it's a free program. We're just gonna log in or make an account if you don't have one. Find the object file, drag it in, and look at this. From here, you gotta select his chin. You click on his wrists, elbows, his knees, and his cock. So usually you would have to make your own skeleton yourself, but we're lazy and we're just gonna use this and it makes one for us. It's Dio! Let's make him punch something. Let's do a punch. Or maybe we could do a dramatic drop. See this? He's jumping down. We'll download it now that we have it. We're gonna make it 60 frames. In Cinema 4D, we're gonna find the map that we downloaded. Open it up. Now we'll drag over from the internet. We have the jumping Dio. Plop it in. It won't have the textures, but it should have the animation. Sexy. Now give Dio his texture back if I go onto the folder that I made for him. And we are just going to copy this over to our... What? We've copied it over to our materials tab. We place it on him. Beautiful. We've got him now. He's all skinned up. Now we're going to copy him over to our new map. Okay, he's freaking tiny. We are going to scale it up. Whoa! Change it to object, then scale it up. Then bring... Oh! Then I'm wanting him to jump off one of these platforms. So I'm going to rotate him and place him on top. So now that he's sitting up here. Okay, I kind of want him to touch the ground. So right here, I'm going to click the record actions. Let him jump. See where he lands. He didn't quite touch the ground, so I am going to now move his null to the ground. Tap on the key. He should jump from the top to the bottom. And I've noticed he's kind of going into the platform, which I don't really want, so we're going to add another keyframe. Above, click the key again. And that should look a lot more natural. Now repeat the same step with a different character. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make Shrek point over at Dio. Dio will then jump down. And then I'll figure out something later for Robin Patterson. Is that his name? But because Dio jumps down straight away, I'm going to move his animation later on by going to this animate tab. We are going to click on Dio, basically just move all of his stuff till a bit later on. So Shrek points, then he jumps. Actually, that's kind of perfect. I like that. Now we got to find something for Mr. Cedric Diggory to do. Yeah, I think this is what I want. I'm gonna have Batman come in after Shrek has looked at Dio. Batman's gonna come up behind and just go, whoop! Ow, my elbow! I just slapped my elbow trying to explain what I was doing. I want to save his punch for later on, so back into the animation tab. Go to the bat and go, pow! So I want him to be standing around here, but I don't want him on at the start of the scene, as I want him to come in as a surprise. At the start, he's going to be under the map. I'm gonna click that key. So now, and my scene is not long enough, so we need to increase this by stretching it out. Now we have roughly the idea of what we're going to film. So now we're going to get out our camera. Now we're going to keyframe the animation of the camera. So find the position that I want to start with. Click the key. We're going to get an angle like this. About here. We're going to turn around. Now he's going to go. Alright, so let's see how that looks. And now I think I actually want it to hit Shrek's face here. Now we're going to launch him off into smithereens. Now right at this last frame, I want Dio to also just kind of die. Now we just have to render out our scene. Usually I would make it 4K, but because this isn't a video that I actually care about, I'm just going to make it 1080p. And then I want this to be a smooth 60 frames per second. Make sure that we get all of the frames that we want. And just before I render it out, I'm going to add a physical sky. And now I think it should be good enough for rendering. So we're just going to add it to our render queue. We'll save it and we'll just push start. Now in After Effects, we're going to import our render. We're going to click on the first frame, then make sure that TIFF sequence is selected. Now we can pretty much edit this video however we want. And here is the final result.
Falcon Punch!
Now, obviously, this is not the greatest video, but if you actually take the time to plan something out and use all these steps, you might be able to make something good. Maybe. Yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the notification squad now! Shrek's waiting for you to subscribe.